I was gonna come in here and talk about dating, and like about polyamory, but I'm still trying to like work out the kinks in my mind about like, am I polyamorous or am I just dating? Because like in my mind, when I okay, let me choose first. But when I think about like being in a relationship, I imagine that as being monogamous, and what I'm doing now is just dating and exploring. But I think that later on in my life, I think I would want a monogamous relationship where me and a person are only seeing one another. Um, but I think that like right now, um, I just want to date and I just want to explore and I want to connect with different people and see what parts of me that other people can bring out and vice versa. And yeah, it's like I don't know if that's necessarily me being like polyamorous or like solo polyamory. Like I think that's just me like dating and just exploring. Um, and I think that because I don't know, I have the capacity to be with someone monogamously and have that be the only person that I'm with. But it's like I also have the capacity to date multiple people. It's like I really can go either way. So I don't necessarily want to label myself as polyamory. I don't want to label myself as anything. Speaking of, recently, well, not recently, but within the past like 3 months, I have came out to myself as being a lesbian. But it's like I don't know if I can call myself that because I still find men attractive, but I just would never want to be with a man. It's like, does that make me a lesbian or does that make me pansexual and I just don't want to date a man? I think pansexual is a term that fits me better because I would date like a trans masc person or like a non-binary person or an androgynous person, um, or like a trans femme person. So I don't know if I'm necessarily a lesbian, but I think I gotta just let go of these labels because I think trying to label yourself is what causes confusion. Because that's doing too much. I don't need to label myself. I can just be Venus, and I could just do me. And whoever want to be with me while I'm doing me, feel free to join me. This food is so good. Oh my god. I'm enjoying soaking up the sun. I'm enjoying getting some fresh air. And I'm enjoying my view right now. This park is kind of like, it looks like the grass isn't vibrant because it's still technically winter actually because spring doesn't start until I think next week. But it's basically spring because it's like 65 degrees out right now. Um, so it's basically spring in my book. But the grass still looks dead. There's no like leaves on the trees or anything yet, so it still looks like winter. But it's basically spring. So yeah, I guess I could just catch you guys up with what's been going on. So I don't think I've talked about this, but I did quit my job as an assistant teacher, um, working with kids like on the spectrum. That job was just stressful, and I think like for right now, with me being on new medication, I'm also lost because I do have anxiety and depression, and sometimes it gets to a point where my anxiety is crippling, or honestly, my anxiety and depression can be crippling. So I am on medication, and I feel like it's been helping. So I'm happy about that. But between like my mental health and just like the stress of the job in general, like it's just not the field for me right now. I love working with kids, and I will resume working with kids next school year. Um, and also the thing is, I was gonna have to find a new job anyway because teachers don't work during the summer. So I was gonna have to find a new job anyway. So I guess it all works out. And I did find a new job bartending, which I've been wanting to do again for a while, because I've bartended at a few different spots, and it's something that I really enjoy. I think people like tipping me because I'm cute and I'm funny, and it gives me an opportunity to like connect with different people, as opposed to my job working with kids, where I'm just in the school. I'm in the school all day talking with children, which is fun. I love the kids, but I did that for 2 years. I worked in the school for almost 2 years. So, it's time for me to do something new, at least for this season. And I feel like this season for me, is about expansion. It's about connecting. It's about exploring. It's about like networking and just connecting to people, connecting to my environment, creating an environment around me that mirrors who I am. And yeah, just excuse me, I'm trying to eat and talk at the same time, because I want this to be like a mukbang kind of, but also just me catching up with y'all. But yeah, also good news is that I finally got EBT again. I used this opportunity I used the time of me being unemployed to file for it, because you don't have to update them until 6 months. So for 6 months, I'll be able to get EBT as if I still was unemployed, basically. So like I get $400 a month, which is crazy. Like I don't need $400 a month in groceries, but guess what? I'm sure finna sell that EBT to my sister. Well, maybe I shouldn't have said that out loud, because selling EBT is low-key illegal, but I don't think the feds is watching. But that'll also be another way for me to get like extra money each month, and also not be able to, or I won't have to spend my own money on groceries. So that's just amazing. Very grateful for that. Got a new job. I did my training on Thursday, and I believe I resumed working this week because they didn't want me to train. They didn't want me to train on a busy weekend, which is good, because when you're training, you don't get tips anyway. So I would have missed out on all the tips from the weekend, but still I would have did the work for it, if that makes sense. So yeah, what else was I gonna say? I'm also looking for an apartment. I actually am viewing 2 apartments today, one at 3 and one at 4. So I'm just enjoying my picnic, and then I'm gonna take the bus to my first apartment viewing. I think I'm gonna have somebody on the phone with me, because I don't know, I'm not scared. Like I know that this is a legit place, but I am kind of scarred from my experience looking for apartments on Facebook, because there's a lot of scammers on Facebook. And the website that I went to is Redfin to find this apartment, and I spoke to the man. Like, he seems very professional, but it's just the fact that it's a man. So I want to have somebody on the phone with me while I'm viewing the apartment, because just for safety measures. So I'm gonna be heading there soon, but I'm just grateful that I was able to set up these apartment viewings so soon, because excuse me, when I was looking for apartments before, like, people would just be like not responding, or saying that, oh, I don't have that day available. Like, I just kept getting like kind of like rejected, kind of basically, like it just wasn't working out for me to view the apartments. And me personally, before I even apply to an apartment, I'm going to view it. I need to see that bathroom. I need to see that kitchen. I need to see everything. So I have 2 apartment viewings today. I'm very grateful about that. And the only other thing, well, I'm not even going to say, I'm not worried about anything. I know that everything is going to work out, and I will be able to move into my apartment on or before May 1st. And there's something in the back of my mind that I think might prevent me from being able to get the apartment, but I know not to even feed into my fears or my anxiety, because I know that whatever reality that I focus on is what's gonna manifest. So if I focus on everything working out perfectly for me, that's what's gonna happen. Like, literally. So I'm just focusing on being grateful, and I'm focusing on, yeah, just keeping my thoughts high vibrational, eating good food, enjoying my time with my friends and family. I'm really excited this weekend. I'm going to be going out with my friends Saturday, and then Sunday with my mom and sister, I'm going to this I think it's a candle making class. I believe it's a candle making class, but she said it's kind of a surprise, but I can see the name of the company, so it kind of gives it away. It has candle. It's called the Candle Bar. So I'm pretty sure it's a candle making class. But I'm really excited for that. Like, that would be so fun to do with my mom and my sister. And I would get to have my own candle to light after. So I'm really excited about that. And I'm just excited for life. Like, I know that sounds very vague, but every day I'm just excited to see what the next day will bring, while also still being present in the current day. Because life is beautiful and life is exciting, and life is worth living, especially now that it's spring. Like, I don't know I know what it is about winter that makes people feel so depressed and sad. It's the fact that the sun is covered, or I should say it's not, like, you can't feel the sun during the winter as much as you can during the spring and summer. Because I like a vitamin D be beating my ass, I'm not gonna lie. It be beating my ass, but it's spring now. The winter is officially over. The winter is officially over. Okay, I think I've had enough of my fruit. I've ate like half of it. I'm gonna put the rest up later, or the rest up to eat later. My top a little wet. Sorry, y'all. My trash flew away. Oh no! It flew away again. Okay, I'm gonna end this part of the vlog. I will see y'all later.